Friends, in the previous lecture we have studied about what is electric field intensity, then what is electric field intensity due to point charge, and we have solved a few problems. So we will continue in this lecture, we will continue with few more problems, that is E based on the electric field intensity due to point charge, and next we will see the electric field intensity due to volume charge and numericals. Okay, we will take up this numerical. Find the electric field intensity. E vector means find the electric field intensity at this point P of 1 caused by 4 identical 3 nanocoulomb charges located at P1, P2, P3, P4. 4 charges are located here and they are equal charges, that is 3 nanocoulomb. So we will try to picturize it. So we can observe in the first point P1 X and Y are positive. In the second point X is negative and Y is positive. So observe the symmetry. So it will come like this. So I will draw it. So always it is better to draw the diagram before proceeding for solution of the problem, so that 50% of the problem will be solved if I try to understand the problem in a correct way. Okay, I will try to locate the point X is 1, Y is 1 somewhere, right? Just I will extend. Yes, X is 1 and Y is 1 here. So P1 of 1, 1, 0. Next, another point X is negative. So extend this X axis, negative X axis. So X is minus 1 and Y is plus 1. So extend this. Okay, here X is minus 1, this is point P2, X is minus 1 and Y is plus 1 and Z is 0. Similarly X3, both are minus 1, so X is negative minus 1 already it is there and Y is minus 1. Extend this negative Y axis. So X is minus 1 already here, then Y is minus 1 once again. So somewhere it will come here, so we'll try to extend this. So at this point X is minus 1 and Y is minus 1, this is point P3, minus 1 and 0, and point P4 X is positive, here X is positive here 1 and Y is minus 1. So P4 will come here where point X is 1 and Y is minus 1 and Z is 0. And observe that all these points P1, P2, P3, P4 are lying in the XY plane, right? And charges placed at them. At P1 charge Q1 is placed, at P2 charge Q2, at P3 charge Q3, at P4 charge Q4 is placed, but all the charges are same. So Q1 is equal to Q2, that is equal to Q3, that is equal to Q4, and they are given that it is 3 nanocoulomb charge. Okay, and we want to find out the electric field intensity at point P of 1, So here X is 1, Y is 1, Z is 1 means somewhere just I will take it here. So X is 1, Y is 1, Z is 1, somewhere I will take it here, right? So this is point P 1, 1, 1, where we want to find out the electric field intensity, right? So we know that the force due to a number of point charges obeys the principle of superposition, that is Coulomb's law. Here also the same thing. So first what we have to do, what is the electric field intensity at this point P due to point P1 where charge Q1 is located. Similarly next P2, P3, P4. So let me call due to P1 as E1, due to P2 as E2, due to P3 as E3, due to P4 as E4. So the total electric field intensity at this point P is E total is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4, right? Okay, let me make use of the notation so that it will be very easy for me. So from point P1, just point P1 I will join here to this point P. So this vector I will call it as 1 to point 1 to P, right? Let me call it as R1P. Use suitable notations as per your convenience. 1 to P. Similarly, if it is second charge, 2 to P. A2P. From 3, A3P, R3P. From P4, A4P and R4P, right? Okay. The total electric field intensity, total E at point P at P of 1, 1, 1 is given by E total is equal to, first, due to the charge placed at point P1, let me call it as E1 to P. E1P. Then due to second charge E2P. Due to third one E3P. Then due to fourth charge E4P. So call this as equation 1. Then next our job is to find out E1P, E2P, E3P and E4P. Separately you can find out and you can add them. So we'll try to find out. See here, what is E1P? Just I'll write only for E1P. What I will get? E1P is equal to the source point. See here, all first for first point, first charge, this is the source point, SP, source point, and this is the field point for all. So if I consider point P2, this is another source point 2. This is source point 1, source point 3, and this is source point 4. There are 4 sources and 1 field point, right? So E1P, I'll write the source point is Q1, means it is common. Q1 equal to Q2 equal to, let me call it as Q, overall Q, right? So Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R1P square, R1P square into A1P. Similarly for E2P, I can write as Q by 4 pi epsilon R2P square into A2P, right? First we'll find out R1P, R2P, R3P, R4P. Then we'll go for A1P, A2P, A3P. Or else just I will modify here, just observe here. I want to simplify it. So Q by, what is A1P? Just I will write here. A1P is vector R1P divided by its magnitude, right? R1P. Simply I will write, I will not put the R1P. So I'll substitute A1P is equal to vector R1P divided by R1P. R1P square is there. In the denominator, once again R1P cube it will become. So 4 pi epsilon naught R1P cube into R1P distance vector. I hope you got this, because I have substituted for A1P. A1P is vector R1P divided by its magnitude. Magnitude means it will multiply with R1P square. So it will become R1P cube. So we will try to find out R1P first, R1 to P distance vector. So point 1 is 110 and point P is 1111. So you know how to find out the distance vector. 1 to P means 1 minus 1 0, x component will vanish, 1 minus 1 0, y component will vanish, z component 1 minus 0, means I will get only AZ, right? Then magnitude of R1P, just magnitude I want. So under root of 1 square is 1. So I have found out both. Then next I will try to find out R2P. I'll write here R2P. Point P2 is minus 1 1 0 and point P is 1 1 1. 2 to P. 2 to P means you subtract from P 1 minus of minus 1, that is 2AX. Then 1 minus 1, y component will vanish, z component 1 minus 0, that is AZ. So I will get this. So R2P, I want magnitude. So under root of 2 square plus 1 square, root 5. I will get root 5. Right? Root of 2 square plus 1 square. So next find out R3P. Point 3. R3 is minus 1 0 and P is 1 1. So calculate R3P. So 1 minus of minus 1, that is 2AX, x component. Then y component 1 minus of minus 1, that is once again 2AY. Plus 1 minus 0, that is z component. Then find out the magnitude R3P. So under root of 2 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. So 4 4 8, root 9 is 3. So R3P is 3. Then find out R4P. So P4 is 1 minus 1 0 and P 1 1 1. So calculate R4 to P. So subtract 1 x component, 1 minus 1 x component will vanish. Y component 1 minus of minus means 2AY plus z component 1 minus 0 plus AZ I will get. So find out R4P, its magnitude. under root of 2 square plus 1 square root 5 I will get. So I am ready with R1p, R2p, R3p, R4p. Then call this as okay. I have equation 1 for E1p. I will substitute. Okay, whether it is E1p or E2p, q by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. Right here, q by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. Is it fine? Okay. So I will rewrite the formula. E total is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught. So what I am left out with, I am writing R1p vector divided by this, distances are different, so R1p cube plus next similarly E2p, it will come R2p divided by R2p cube plus due to the third one E3p, that is R3p divided by R3p cube, then due to fourth R4p divided by R4p cube. Once this formula is ready, then just I am left out only with substitution. Call this as equation 2. Go on substituting and just calculate it, right? So I will, okay, let me write here only, and E total is equal to Q. Q is how much? That is 3 nanocoulomb. 3 into 10 power minus 9 divided by 4 into pi into epsilon naught is 8.854 into 10 power minus 12 into what is R1p? R1p is vector R1p is AZ and its magnitude is 1 cube. It is 1 only. So R1p, that is AZ by 1. AZ divided by 1 plus vector R2p. It is here 2AX plus AZ. 2AX plus AZ divided by R2p whole cube. R2p is root 5. Root 5 whole cube. Root 5 whole cube plus R3p 2AX plus 2AY 2AX plus 2AY plus AZ divided by R3p whole cube. R3p is 3 cube. 27 I can write 3 3 9 9 3 27. 3 cube is 27 plus R4p, it is here 2AY plus AZ 2AY plus AZ divided by R4p, it is root 5 whole cube, root 5 whole cube. So calculate this, you will get the final answer. So first I will calculate only this part, and I will write in the next page what I will get. Okay, I am calculating. I hope you are also calculating parallelly with me. 3 exponential minus 9 divided by 4 into pi into 8.854 exponential minus 12. So I am getting it as 26.96. So I will go to the next slide. E total is equal to 26.96. E total is equal to 26.96 open bracket. So then I will rewrite these things. AZ plus 2AX 2 by root 5 whole cube. Root is root 5 whole cube, just I will write down root 5 whole cube, I will find out, or 2 by root 5 whole cube entirely I will find out. 2 divided by root 5 whole cube. Okay, let me calculate it later. So 2 by root 5 whole cube, just I will calculate root 5 whole cube. Root 5 whole cube I am getting 11.18. This one I am getting it as 11.18. Okay, I will separate and write 2 by 11.18 AX, 2 by 11.18 AX, 2 by 11.18 AX. I am separating and writing. Then AZ by 11.18, AZ by 11.18 plus 2 by 27. 1 by 1 I will write 2 by 27. Okay, 2 by 27 AX. 2 by 27 AX. Just I am separating and writing. Then 2 by 27 AY. Then 1 AZ by 27. Plus already root 5 I have. 2 by root 5 whole cube is nothing but 11.18. So 2 by 11.18 AY. 2 by 11.18 AY plus AZ by 11.18. AZ by 11.18. I have this. So first add all the x terms. This is AX. This is AX. Okay, I have. So E total is equal to 26.96. First I will add AX terms. So 2 divided by 11.18 plus another AX term is 2 divided by 27. 2 divided by 27. So I am getting 1 minute. I made a mistake here. Plus 2 divided by 27. Close the bracket. So 0.252. 0.252. Or else if I want one more digit, I can take 5 to 9 AX. Next, I will concentrate on y terms. AY is here. AY is here. Okay. 2 by 27 plus 2 by 11.18 only. Same thing. So I will get y also same thing. 0.2529 AY. No need to calculate. Previously we have calculated for AX. We are getting same thing. 2 by 11.18. 2 by 27. For y also same. Plus Z. Z. Others are Z. The one term, second term, third, fourth. So we'll add all of them. AZ that is 1 plus second term is AZ that is 1 by 11.18. 1 by 11.18. 1 divided by 11.18 plus third term is 1 by 27. 1 divided by 27 plus fourth term is 1 by 11.18. 1 divided by 11.18. So I am getting it as 1.215. 1.2159 AZ. So now multiply with 26.96 and you will get the final answer. E total. So 26.96 into 0.2529. So I am getting it as 6.818 AX. So once again I have to multiply with y. So it is same. Once again I will get 6.818 AY. Then I have to multiply with 26.16 with 1.2159. So I am getting it as 32.78 AZ. So this is the E total, volt per meter. So just verify the answer. 6.818, 6.818, 32.78. So 6.818, 32 point, right? It is correct. If there are any doubts in between, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. Okay, we will go to the next numerical. This is homework. Just I will give the hint. You have to solve it, and answers are given. You can verify later. Just I will give the hint. I will draw the diagram. I will give the hint, and I will leave it to you people. So determine the electric field intensity at point P due to point charge of 5 nanocoulomb at this point Q in the air, right? So source point, first I will draw the source point, that is plus Q. Sorry, plus okay, some charge is given. So let me call it as Q is equal to plus 5 nanocoulombs, and it is located at point Q of 0.2, 0.1, minus 2.5. This is the source point which is responsible for generating the field. Then we want to find out electric field intensity at this point. This is field point. So I locate somewhere here point P whose coordinates are minus 0.2, 0, minus 2.3. So this example hint I am giving is example 2.3. Example 2.3. The hint I am giving, only hint. Okay, this is source point and this is field point. So let me, yes, from Q to P. This distance vector I will call it as RQP, and unit vector is AQ to P. Right? Then if you want the electric field intensity at point P, it is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught RQ to P square, RQP square into AQP. Right? I hope you will do this formula. You use this formulas, calculate RQP, calculate AQP. You know how to calculate AQP. AQP is nothing but the vector RQP divided by its magnitude, RQP. So substitute here and calculate and you will get this answer. Right? We'll do it. So next I'll give the hint for example 2.4. Next, calculate the field intensity at a point on a sphere of radius 3 meter if a positive charge of 2 microcoulomb is placed at the origin of a sphere. So let me draw the sphere first. It is a circle actually, but assume it to be a sphere. So positive charge of 2 microcoulomb, like Q equal to 2 microcoulomb, is placed at the origin. This is the origin and this is the source point. And where the field point is located? On the surface. The field point is located here. Let me call it as point A. Right? Okay. And radius is 3 meters. Let me make use of position vectors. So radial distance r vector and unit vector is AR vector. Right? So radius is given 3 meters. Then you know in spherical analysis E due to point charge we have seen the formula is the source point is Q, source Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into AR vector. So the field exists only in radial direction. You can observe the answer only AR is there, right? So don't substitute once again AR. It is a radial vector, right? So it is in spherical coordinate system they ask. Don't substitute anything for AR. Substitute for R. R is 3 square and Q you know. Substitute and you will get the answer. 1.9972 AR kilovolt per meter. Kilo means 10 power 3. Right? This is the answer you are going to get. I hope you will do it. Yes, the most interesting part. This is interesting problem. Yes, a charge of 1 coulomb is located at 200. Yes, what charge must be placed at this point, that is minus 200, which will make y component of the total electric field intensity E 0 at this point 122. We will try to picturize it and we will try to analyze. Okay, one of the charge of 1 coulomb is placed at 200. Okay, let me take this point. Let me call this point as A. 2, 0, 0. The charge Q, here it is 1 coulomb. So let me call it as Q1, charge Q1, right? Then what charge must be placed at this coordinate? I don't know what is this charge. So let me take the coordinate as B of minus 2, 0, 0. What charge must be placed? I don't know. Let me call it as Q2 and put question mark. We have to find out this charge. What charge must be placed at minus 2, 0, 0, which will make the y component of the total electric field in 0 at this point. Means we will consider one more point, point P, 1, 2, 2, right? At this point, we will find out the electric field intensity so that the y component of the field will be 0. Due to this, if I place one certain charge here, Q2, the y component of the field should be 0 here. What is the charge they are asking, right? We'll try to find out. And they have not asked to calculate the total electric field intensity at point P, right? They are asked to calculate what is Q2, right? We'll try to find out. Yes, we'll draw the diagram. Okay, from A to P, I will join it. Sorry, from A to, this is because this is source point. This is also source point. We don't know this source, and this is the field point. Always we will join from source point to field point. So this distance it is R1 to P. Let me call it as or else I have written it as A and P. Let me use it RAP. Sorry, RAP. And unit vector is AAP. And this, the electric field intensity here it is. Let me call it as EA to P. Then due to another charge, this field I will call it as E 2 to P, or sorry, B to P. B I have written and E B to P. Then the distance vector is R B to P, R B to P. Then unit vector is A B to P, A B P. Then what is the total electric field intensity at point P? They have not asked that, but let me write it. But we will not find out the total electric field intensity, but we will make use of it. E total is equal to E from first charge EA to P, EAP due to charge Q1, then EBP due to charge Q2. So call this as equation 1. So what is EAP? Right? EAP is equal to, just I will write here, EAP is equal to, please someone has unmuted, please mute yourself, mute yourself. Okay. EAP is equal to, what is the source charge? That is Q1 is the source charge by 4 pi epsilon naught RAP square into AAP. Okay, first we will try to find out RAP and AAP. So what is RAP? We will try to find out RA to P. So A, coordinate of A is 2 0 0, P is 1 comma 2 comma 2. So from A to P, subtract the x components 1 minus 2, minus AX I am getting here. Then Y component I will subtract 2 minus 0, 2 AY. Then Z component 2 minus 0, 2 AZ. So next AAP, the vector RAP divided by its magnitude, you know it, minus vector RAP is minus AX plus 2AY plus 2AZ divided by its magnitude, under root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. So 4 4 9, root 9 is 3, right? Yes. Next I want EBP, second part, EBP. So formula is the source point is Q2. We don't know what is this Q2 here, but we know Q1 here, but we don't know Q2 here. What is this? We have to find out. 4 pi epsilon naught RB to P, RBP square into ABP. So we'll find out RBP vector. So point B coordinates are minus 2 0 0. The P coordinates are 1 comma 2 comma 2. So subtract the x component, 1 minus of minus 2, 1 plus 2, that is 3, 3ax, then 2 minus 0, 2ay, y component, then next z component 2 minus 0, 2az, right? We'll try to find out the unit vector ABP, A B to P. The vector RBP, that is 3ax plus 2ay plus 2az divided by, we'll find out the magnitude, under root of 3 square is 9 plus 2 square is 4 plus 2 square is 4 once again, right? So we are getting 4.123 magnitude, 4.123, and we'll substitute EAP and EBP. The common things we will observe, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. So E total, equation 1 implies E total is equal to, I will take common 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. So what I am left out with, Q1 by RAP square into, what is AAP? AAP is here, just I will write down here, minus AX, we have found out AAP, 2AY plus 2AZ divided by 3 plus, the next in EBP, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is taken out. What I am left out, Q2 by RBP square into ABP. This vector is here, this one only. So I will make use of this only and I will put the bracket. Yes, actually I should take this and write once again, but anyhow it had come here, ABP, right? Okay, next we have to What they have told, we will not find out the E total. Our intention is not to find out E total. What they have asked, what charge here, what should be the charge Q2 that must be placed so that the total electric field intensity at point P, the Y component of the field is 0, means we will concentrate only on Y component, means AY component here, and here Y component is this one, right? We will not worry about the other components, we will worry about only the Y components. So, and we will equate it to 0. Fine. Okay. Okay, just I will concentrate only on Y component. So just I will multiply Q1. What is Q1? Okay, let me multiply only, right? What is Q1 by RAP square? What is Q1? Q1 is 1 coulombs, and RAP is how much? That is 3, right? RAP is 3, 1 by 3. I will multiply with only Y component. I will discard X component and Z component. I will not concentrate. Into 2 by 3. 2 by 3 AY. So I have taken only Y component from the first electric field EAP. Next, I will shift here and I will take only Y component. I will discard X component here and I will discard Y component. I will take only Y component. I have to multiply Q2, right? So plus, what is Q2? We don't know. We have to find out this. And what is RBP? RBP means 4.123 square. Here I have made a mistake. RAP is 3. So RAP square means 3 square it should be. So RBP 4.123 square. 4.123 square into just take the only Y component, 2 by 4.123 AY, and equate it to 0 because only Y component of the field should be 0, not the entire component. So equate it to 0 and find out Q2. So I will calculate the first one what I will be getting. So I will write it here. Sorry, something has happened. Okay, fine. I will write it here. So 2 divided by 3 cube, 3 square into 3 cube, right? 3 3 9, 9 3 27. 2 divided by 27, that is 0.074. What I am getting, I am writing 0.074 AY plus Q2 we don't know. 2 divided by 4.123 whole cube, because square and that will be 4.123 cube. So what I am getting, I will write 0.02853 AY. So no, sorry, only Y component I should take, means I should not take AY here because component of AY means scalar quantities I have to take. So AY should not be taken. Please keep in the mind. And Q2 is there. Write Q2 into Q2 equal to 0. Find out Q2. So Q2 is equal to. So take this 0.074 on RHS minus 0.074 divided by 0.02853. So I am getting it as minus 2.593. Minus 2.593 coulombs. Just verify the answer, minus 2.596, right? So Q2 is equal to minus negative charge of Q2 is equal to minus 2.593 coulombs of charge should be placed at this point B of minus 2 zeros, so that the Y component of the field will be 0 at point P. I hope you understood this problem. If any doubts, you can ask. Right? Okay. Yes, this I have skipped in the previous class. I should have told there only. We know that what is line charge density, what is surface charge density, volume charge density, and I want to tell the units of that, that's all. So line charge density is rho L. So charge per unit length means if always we define the line charge density for small differential length. So the small differential length consists of smaller amount of charges. So charge, smaller differential charges dq by charge per unit length, differential length, dq by dl. So unit is coulomb per meter. Units is coulomb per meter. This is line charge density. Then coming to the next one, surface charge density. Charge per unit surface area. So coulomb per meter square is the unit. Then volume charge density, rho v. So charge per unit volume. So coulomb per meter cube. Only just I wanted to tell the units. Already you know what is line charge density, surface charge density, and volume charge density. This we have defined. Is it fine? Okay, volume charge I have not. Yes, it is told already. Fine. Next, we will see the derivation. What is already we have seen the derivation. What is electric field intensity due to point charge? If the point charge is Q, then what is the electric field intensity at point P? Okay, that is E equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square into AR. This we have seen. Then next we will try to find out what is the electric field intensity due to volume charge. So this is one way of asking the question. Another way, derive the expression for electric field intensity due to volume charge, right? Okay, before going for derivation, just I want to make some things clear. And here for this derivation, we will be using the electric field intensity due to point charge formula. Already we have E due to point charge. We will make use of that formula in the derivation, that we'll see. Then one more thing I want to make it clear. So differential volume, small volume, I will write it as dV. I can write it as delta V. Both are one and the same. I dV and delta V, one and the same. I will write sometimes I write this, sometimes I write this, no problem. Don't get confused. Both are one and the same. And the differential charge, dq also I can write, or delta q, one and the same. Don't get confused. dV is equal to delta V, dq is equal to delta q. Differential volume and differential charge. Please keep in the mind. Next, before seeing the derivation for E due to volume charge, the one statement I have written here. No need to understand or study the current electron by electron. Example I have given, cathode ray tube or your older days TV, big tube-like structure TVs were there, right? Okay. Whenever the current is flowing in the circuit, we will not study electron by electron. How this electron, right? The flow of electrons will constitute current. So we study the nature of current in a bulk way, in an entire volume charge. So hence we call it as volume charge is a group of electrons, right? Group of charges. Okay, in the cathode ray tube or in your olden days TV, what will happen? There is a beam of electron gun. We call it as beam of. So it will just bombard those electrons onto the phosphorus screen so that the images will appear. For example, cathode ray oscilloscope (CRO) in the lab. Suppose it is generating sine wave. The beam of electrons will hit the phosphorus screen and sine wave is generated, right? Cosine wave is generated or any pattern is generated. Similarly, the olden days CRT TVs, cathode ray tube, nowadays all the TVs are LCD and LED and plasma TVs are coming. So olden days TV, cathode ray tube was there. So the bunch of electrons or the beam of electrons we used to hit the phosphorus screen and the display will appear right on the phosphorus screen, what we are seeing. Okay, one thing we have to keep in the mind, we will not study the current electron by electron. We will study the group, what is the effect of the bunch of electrons when it flows through the conducting wire, right? That we will see. Next we will go for derivation. Derive the expression for electric field intensity due to volume charge. Means volume charge I have to consider some volume. I can consider any volume, so I will consider some amoeba shape, any volume, and I will assume that it is positively charged. It is positively charged everywhere, right? This is the volume charge. You can consider any shape. I have taken this shape. So the total volume is V and the charge is volume, will define it by volume charge density rho V. Rho V is the volume charge density of this given volume. Then in the this is the source point, means this is response because this is the positively charged, so it is responsible for generating the field everywhere. Then I will take one more point, field point, right? Let me call it as point P. This is the field point where we want to find out what is the electric field intensity at point P due to this volume charge, right? Okay. Instead of considering the entire volume in field theory, what we will do, we will take the smaller volume. I will not take this entire bigger volume. First I will take smaller volume. Let me take the smaller volume within this. I am taking the cubical structure. You can take anything. Yes. So this smaller volume I will call it as dV or delta V, and the volume charge density is once again rho V only, right? And the small amount of charges present in this smaller volume is dQ. The total charge present in the given entire volume is Q. That we have to find out. That we will find out later, right? Right. Then from this smaller volume, this is the source point, smaller volume. I will connect it to the field point, source point to field point, right? So let me call the distance between source point to field point as R vector and unit vector is AR. Is it fine? Next, we know that this smaller volume means here I will write the definition of volume charge density. Charge per unit volume. I will rewrite the same formula here. Just observe here. Limit delta V tending towards 0 dq by dV. I am applying the limit, means as this volume, bigger volume shrinks towards 0, means it will become point charge, right? If the volume shrinks, if the volume is almost 0, means it is a point charge. So I am putting the limit delta V tending towards 0, means volume is shrinking and it is becoming a point charge. So dq by dV. So I can apply the formula E due to point charge on this. So the small amount of electric field intensity at this point P due to this smaller volume or point charge is given by the differential electric field intensity dE. Why I am writing dE means the small amount of field at point P due to this differential volume. So it is equal to the charge, a small amount of charge q by 4 pi epsilon naught. The distance between source point and field point is r square into ar. This is the differential electric field intensity. Differential electric field intensity. Right? Okay, but I want to find out the total electric field intensity at this point P due to this entire volume. So what I have to do, I have to integrate throughout the entire volume. So we'll make use of integration, right? Before going for that, we'll write it dE is equal to, once again, what is dq? See here, rho v is equal to dq by dV. What is dq? dq is equal to, just I'll write here, dq is equal to rho v into dV. I will substitute here rho v into dV. dq is equal to rho v into dV divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into ar vector. The total electric field intensity I want at point P. Total E at point P due to entire volume charge. I have taken smaller volume, hence I called it as differential electric field. Now I want total E. So E is equal to, so integrate throughout the entire volume. Volume integral of rho v into dV divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into ar vector. Right? So this is the electric field intensity E due to the volume charge. This is the formula. And volume integral is a triple integral, means instead of writing VOL, I have to, if I don't write VOL here, I have to take triple integral. I have to show this. Please be careful. Either show 3 integrals or write down VOL here. Right? The unit we know, volt per meter. Then while calculating R and AR, so this is the unit vector, R and AR, we should be very careful, because it depends on the coordinate system what we are taking, whether we are taking rectangular coordinate system or cylindrical or spherical to place this source point and field point. So based on that, R and AR we have to calculate, right? Okay, I hope you understood this derivation. Then next I will wind up my lecture here. Before winding up, just I will ask you people to solve this problem. So just note down, take the snapshot. Just I will give the hint for this problem. This is the some volume charge is given. Just I will give the hint. Try to integrate it. Find the total charge content. No, I will solve this problem, but meanwhile you try it. Find the total charge content in the 2 cm length of electron beam as shown in the figure. Find out the total charge they have asked, right? So during volume charge density, you have seen volume integral of rho v into dV. You can make use of this formula and you can find. Okay, or else leave it. I will take up in the next class. Okay. Thank you. I'll stop recording.